Hey, it's your buddy Peace and Harmony here with you here today. How to handle the narcissist, how to handle the psychopath. If you're not quite out of the relationship with them, or you're still experiencing some sort of connection with them or contact, it can be very difficult. It can be very demanding emotionally, psychologically for sure. They seem to go off on tangents. Oftentimes the allocations that they make, the judgments, the criticisms that they make are unfounded. Their behavior can be really bizarre. It can be very stressful, especially if they're actively trying to disrupt you through, cheating with other people or saying things to push your buttons. That is a big one. Keep in mind that these personality disordered people, they've studied for basically their entire life on how to push people's buttons, and they've studied you and assessed you and targeted you in no shorter degree. So basically they've been, how they work is they stockpile some of these things that will upset you, and you can't underestimate the power of the narcissist or psychopath to try to get you off of your rocker, get you off of your foundation, get you off of what you know is right and good, just to get you riled up, getting you to act, from your worst side, getting you to feel like you're coming from a negative space, which you truly aren't. You're coming from a positive space. That's why you've been working so hard to be in a relationship with them. So one thing I would recommend is just not reacting. Number one, absolutely positively, is you can't be feeding them with their reactions, because that's what they're looking for. That's what they feed upon. Their whole self-concept is based on your reaction to them. So if you're no longer reacting to them, you're not feeding into their need for supply. You're extinguishing means, you're putting out their source of supply. And basically what you want to do is have them feel, or basically sense, that you're no longer going to be their source of supply. You're no longer going to be at the end of their strings. You're going to be detached. And you want to do this in a cool, calm, kind of unpronounced manner, meaning you don't want to be like, I'm not responding to you. You don't want to basically say that. You want your actions to speak volumes and not your words speak volumes. So being cool, calm, collected, being in control of yourself, being in control of your emotions, not flipping out at them, that is absolutely one of the best and most powerful things you can do, is just do not react. Again, keep in mind that they love the reactions, and that's based what their ego is based on. That's what they derive a lot of pleasure from, and that's what they have developed their whole ego to be based on, is that sense of, I can get you riled up, I can push your buttons, I can manipulate you. This is how they work. They're not very self-directed people. They're really, they need other people to keep them feeling like their ego is constantly being fed. So feed your faith, and do not feed your reaction to them. Get strong, get a sense of strength in yourself by not reacting. Conserve your energy. Do not be constantly in a knee-jerk sort of response to them. Be quiet. Walk the other way. Do not be around them as much. Try to avoid them. I mean, I'm not saying like avoiding reality, but do not be in their proximity if you do not have to be. Do not take invitations to different events. Do not respond to emails. Do not respond to phone calls. Do not continue to look at pictures, because this is just going to get you still feeling like you're in the trenches with them, which you don't want to be. You want to be able to resolve this and get a little bit, more on your path and around healthier people, and you're pursuing your own interests rather than just trying to fan them and what they're all about. So also getting grounded in yourself, which means coming from a place of calm. A lot of people, they're just so, hyper animated around these people. They've got you to the point where you're, doing a song and dance for them, to feed into them. And chances are it's part of your authentic personality, which is to be positive around people. And, chances are it hasn't gone two ways for you. So you want to, now you want to, direct that positivity to yourself and become grounded, become calm, become a little bit more resilient, and get some control over your own emotions, so that all that positivity that you had been directing to them, now you're going to give to yourself. In other words, always, acknowledging them, congratulating them, listening to them and help them, their problems, doing what they want to do. Start putting yourself at the top of your list. You're the one who needs congratulations. You're the one who needs acknowledgement. You're the one who needs attention. And start, putting yourself at the top of the list rather than these other people, because chances are you've allowed yourself to backslide to the bottom of the list of who is important, and you need to be up on top, my dears. So get grounded, get calm. If you're in kind of a situation with narcissistic rage, just coolly and calmly pick up your things and walk out. Just get out of the area. Their rage will eventually calm down. They'll probably forget what they even did. They have a lack of emotional connection, or a lack of emotional memory. So do not feed into their rage. Do not try to have a conversation with them. Do not try to pick up where you left off. Drop it totally and let go. You need to become very good at letting go, which means letting them go. Letting go of all that you have invested in them, letting go of all the different efforts you've made to them. Chances are you've invested a lot of time and energy and money in these people. You thought that they were going to be lifelong pals or lifelong spouses or lifelong significant others or your crush. You can find someone else to admire. I definitely recommend always, when you're letting somebody go, you need to reconnect with yourself and start finding and identify people who you truly look up to. They possess certain qualities that you really admire, and go ahead and write this person down. Maybe get a picture of them and put it in one of your notebooks or your calendars. Start researching a little bit about them and their qualities, and start to really look at why you admire these people, and see if you can develop some of these qualities in and of yourself. How to handle the narcissist and their lies. Basically start to get a keen eye and realize the lies that are going to be keeping you strung along. This is what the narcissist and the psychopath does. So begin to look at things with a new perspective and ask, is this really serving me? Is this narcissist or psychopath? What is the end result? What is the end impact? And start to really understand that and get a grip on it. It's not often that we analyze our relationships. However, if you have been abused, it's absolutely positively important for you to analyze the situation. See kind of, the backtrack a little bit, see how you got involved, what was first alluring about them, and where did things, begin to go awry. See if you can recall some of this memory, because it's a great self-edification. If you can learn to identify that, then you'll begin to identify not only their continued communications with you, but you'll be able to better identify these types of abusive types coming into your life in the future. Peace and harmony here with you here today. Please share and subscribe for more great tools, videos, and discussions, and make it a beautiful day.